And let's talk about my Philadelphia Eagles on a 5-game winning streak, just blowing the doors off the Cowgirls. Cowboy fans, how does it feel? You guys are going nowhere. I hope you like the NFL draft. You guys need so many holes to plug. Michael Parsons is probably leaving your team. You need a new head coach. And who the hell wants to be a head coach for the Dallas Cowboys when you have Jerry Jones breathing down your neck, going on radio shows and dogging your team and your players? Like, who wants this guy? This guy is like a tyrant, but a tyrant who's senile. He doesn't know what's good for this team. The guy should just take a step back, but is he? No. But I love to see it because the Dallas Cowboys, they chirp the most. They're like the worst fans, like the New York Yankees. Talk, 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 talk. And look how awful they are. Now you got Rush at quarterback. That guy looked just god-awful. He didn't even look like an NFL quarterback. So, hey, Dallas fans, I hope you're enjoying it. But let's get back to my Philadelphia Eagles, okay? On a 5-game winning streak, they blow out the Cowboys by 28 points. And it looks like for Howie Roseman's picks, his top 2 picks from the last year draft, they look like home runs. And Mitchell, the cornerback from Toledo, and Cooper DeJean, the other corner from Iowa. I don't even know if I want to call Cooper DeJean a corner because he plays safety, he plays corner. The guy he does punt returns, he goes after the sacks the quarterback. The guy does it all. Since they've implemented him to be the nickel, the starting nickel, that guy has added a spark to this defense. He's all over the field, kind of like a TJ Watt kind of guy, but not that great. Obviously, he's just a rookie. And Mitchell, he looks like he's gonna be a great corner. He has all the talent in the world, and he's not just going against bum wide receivers. He's going against great wide receivers, and he's holding his own. And he's just a rookie, so this guy looks like he's gonna be the real deal in the years to come. So good picks by Howie. Finally hitting a first and second round back to back. Great. There's a good reason why this team is top 10 on defense. And also another good reason is because their Vic Fangio system. It took some time, but looks like they all got it. They know how the system works, and they're buying into the system, and it looks great. The guys are getting after the quarterback. There's more sacks, so it just looks like one oiled machine finally. Also want to mention a big, great decision with to sign Zach Bond, the linebacker I have New Orleans, who he didn't even have that much starting experience, but they saw something in him, and since they signed him, the guy gets sacks, he forces fumbles, he gets interceptions. I believe he leads the team in tackles. What a great signing. Howie, get on it, sign him to a long-term deal. The Eagles, we need long-term running backs, okay? So please sign him. He looks like a great find for us. Now let's touch on the offense. I said it last week, and now I see all the sports commentators talking about it now, about Jalen Hurts being an MVP. I mentioned last week that he is a dark horse for being an MVP candidate. Now DraftKings has him in the top 4 odds-wise, with Lamar Jackson leading the way by a mile. But he's still now in the top 4, Jalen Hurts. And when you look at his numbers, he has to be. He has 22 total touchdowns and only 6 turnovers, 5 interceptions, and he only lost 1 fumble. And he has over 2,300 total yards in passing and rushing. That is damn good. And in this 5-game winning streak the Eagles are on, he has 8 rushing touchdowns. That is the most rushing touchdowns by anybody in the Super Bowl era. Okay, so all these numbers are pointing at MVP candidate. Is he going to win it? Probably not. Lamar Jackson is killing it, but I'm just saying, this is why the offense is rolling right now, because Jalen Hurts is making better decisions. They, like I said weeks ago, if they wanted to be successful, they needed to turn into a running team, which they are. Jalen Hurts, he looks great running the ball. And Barkley, God, what a great acquisition he was. He has over 1,000 total yards ready, with the majority coming from running, and he has about over 120 yards receiving. So he's over 1,000 total yards in total offense. So the combination of that and A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and a healthy Dallas Goedert, that's just amazing. This team is rolling. This offense, when it's firing on all cylinders, it rivals the Detroit Lions. There's arguments that it's better than Detroit Lions. I would take A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith over St. Brown and Williamson, okay? I would. And I would, Dallas Goedert, before he got hurt, was leading the tight ends with receiving yards, okay? And then he got hurt for 3 to 4 games, and now his numbers don't look too great right now. But If Dallas Goedert was healthy, I think he'd be in the top 3 in receiving yards and all those categories. So I would take actually the offense of the Eagles more than I would take the Lions. That might be biased to you, but go look at the numbers, okay? And not to seem like a cheerleader for the Eagles. I know I'm a fan of them. I understand that their strength of schedule hasn't been the strongest. And during this 5-game winning streak, the best team they probably beat were the Bengals. But they blew out the Bengals, and they held that great offense to only 17 points. And let's don't forget they beat the Green Bay Packers in the first game of the season. They dropped over 30 points on them, and everybody was praising the Packers, and a lot of people had them going to the Super Bowl or at least the NFC Conference Championship. So the Eagles beat them by 30. They're on it. They're rolling right now, 5 games in a row, and they have a big test this Thursday against the Washington Commanders, which I'm very pumped to watch. I saw the number that the Eagles were favored by 3 points. I took that 3 points right away. I think the Eagles win this game. They show people that they are the real deal. They have so much talent on this team. And let's don't forget the Commanders. Every team they've played that has a good record or a good team that's making the playoffs, they have lost to. They lost to the Buccaneers when the Buccaneers were fully healthy. The Buccaneers were probably going to win the NFC South if they didn't get hurt. They lost to the Ravens, and they lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers last Sunday. So it's going to be a good matchup, but I can't wait to watch it so everybody can see that the Philadelphia Eagles are the real deal and have arguably the best roster in the NFL.